How are you doing today? Tukomyewo nate mukwano kulikayo mu motoka z'empaka n'omuceere ogwo kansubire bannange Vincent ebyokulya byagala nnyo, but I hope you're learning how to cook rightly, and also motoka z'empaka, it's such an amazing game. But we are here one more time with the business treasure. Tubirako n'omugenyi ku Sunrise Show, ne tubirako n'owa business treasure. Weewaawo 2026 tuze tumaliridde mukama ng'ali naffe. Olunaku olwaleero mukwano njagala otole okalire kansubire wasuze bulungi gwe neyazukusenga toli fine. I am praying that the Lord will see you through this particular day. Tukomye okwogera ku byensimbi, njagala otole okalire wataddeko kutandika business as one of your year goals. Mima Quality flour. Yes, n'agamba nti tofaayo nze wendi nzija. Era omukyalo ono agenda kuba atubuulira olugendo luno olw'okuzimba business mukugu mu bintu bye bayita flour. Flour ey'enjawulo, flour millet flour, flour eya n'alabyeko okra, n'alabyeko flour eya kawunga, eya soya, like bintu bingi eby'enjawulo, and she is actually thriving. So twekwateko mukozesa namba 0776 nkaaga. Kozesa ezo namba tusindikire ka WhatsApp text tugenda kuba tukasoma, era tuli live right on YouTube and Facebook at Promise TV UG. Tweyongeko amanya gego Miriam Magezi, waliwo n'erinnya eddala agenda kuba nga atubuulira. Mukwano leka tuseetuke n'emboozi eno here and right about now. Good morning, Mima.
Good morning, Angel.
How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Tusonyiwe gye wayitidde yo omusirikale n'agamba kakati gwe wa Mima segenda kukwata naye Mukama n'akusobozesa okuteeka.
Amina. We bless the Lord.
Amen.
Yeah.
Just tell us more about you and your name so that tetukumbye sticking for someone else.
Yes. My name is Miriam Akwaramazima Magezi.
Akwaramazima.
Akwaramazima,
What
yes.
does that mean?
It means the one who does the truth. Yes, it's an attribute name to God that He does the truth. Yes.
Oh, wow. You seem to be a jolly person, Mima.
Yes, I am. I am a joyful person because the joy of the Lord
is your strength.
Yes.
Wow, that is so beautiful. My year 2026, but how would you, what has been your perspective as we enter 2026?
2026 is an amazing year. It's a great year from the look of things. We are still at the gates of 2026, but all things that are happening really are an indicator that it's going to be a very fruitful year, if I can say. Yeah, because even being here alone, I've not been here before. So for me, it speaks something, that it's a fruitful year.
God is very intentional.
Thank you.
But Mima, njagala tutandikire ku your thought about women in business. Just tell me what you have observed and what you have seen over the time.
Women in business, just open. Yes, I would like to say that women being in business is such a good thing.
Yes.
It's a great thing.
Yes.
Because it empowers the woman.
Yes.
And once the woman in the family is empowered, the well-being of the family is empowered, and the nation is. Because if the woman is not crying at home, definitely the children are not crying, and the husband is happy, and the nation is happy. Yeah, so it's a good thing. I really encourage women to embrace business. Yeah, if they can. Those who are in business, in corporate work, it's good. You can have something on the side. Yes.
Not depending on salary.
Salary, yes, it is good, but if you can have something on the side, because as you can see, God has graced me. I'm not very young, though I'm not very old. Yes. So I realize that time comes when you can no longer be in the corporate.
Yes,
true. You cannot be employed. But if you have started your small business, as time goes on, you can have where to retire.
Wow.
Yes, and life goes on as the Lord continues to unveil.
Awo twatutandikira nalabye erinnya lya business ayita Mima Quality flour.
Yes.
I know the owner of this business must be a lady. Nalabye, the details that are to even the design of the name, the quality,
Thank you.
and the branding.
Yes.
Mimi and Osoko Jutuboli, what is it? When did you start the business and what's rolling in there?
Mima is, okay, it's her brand name, actually, to begin with. Like I said, I'm Miriam, I'm Magezi, my husband is Magezi Martin, my children, I have Michaela, Matana, Michelle. So it's a Mima. Yes. Yes, and so we do, I'm a teacher by profession, by the way.
Oh, sure.
Yes, I am a teacher by profession. I taught for some few years. Yes. And then when I got married, I decided to start business.
Wow.
Yes, and I'm an entrepreneur by profession as well. I did an E for Impact MBA.
Beautiful.
And by E for Impact, it really has something that it speaks into Mima because it's entrepreneurship for impact. Yes. So this Mima is not only about making money, but it's about impacting lives, people's lives. And in particular, actually along the as we talk, you realize that I am always inclined where children are. I think I've come to appreciate that my calling is children. And of course with children, then that's family. So I'm a teacher, and then when I started business, the inspiration was from the need to feed children. One time I wanted porridge. Actually, it was just millet porridge. And I had come from Bushenyi, Western Uganda, we do a lot of millet. I had come to the central. So I wanted millet, and I went to the shop nearby, but the millet that they gave me, it was written on pure millet flour. Only to make it, it had in things that I could not understand, which later I came to discover that it was sorghum, some cassava in it, and then some sand, And I had grown up from a place where we really know millet flour.
Which year is this, Mima?
This was in 2016.
Beautiful.
Yes, 2016. It has been on for some time. Yes. So I sent for porridge, for flour from the village, from my sister. I asked her, can you send me some flour? And she sent me 20 kgs, which was a little much for me that time. So the business, I think that the businesswoman in me, I thought there was a small dairy shop where I used to buy milk. I decided to buy those small white caveras where they tie sugar. And I put in 10 kgs and took to the dairy. And the young man was like, but do you think it will? I said, you don't pay me, just put it here. If they pay, that you'll pay me what they buy. It did not take a week. He called me and said, madam, we need some more flour. I called my sister again, now she sent 50. And I walked to the nearby supermarket and requested, still it was in that cavera, and they allowed me in. That's how Mima started.
What a journey. I'm looking at you and I'm like, you're a diva, you're a go-getter. Mima, I love that. But that means you're making a decade, right?
Yeah, sure. Yes, please.
And it hasn't really been easy. So, njagala kubanga tegera, that time when you realized the sales had gone, what ran in your mind? And you're like, should I elevate this? Should I take it forward?
Now, for me, at that point when I did that, I was on the crossroads. I was working up country. My husband was here. It was a young family. And having grown up without my parents, I didn't want my children to grow without their father around when he's there. So I had made a decision, even without over discussing it. I had made a decision to resign. Though I resigned the other side and my employer refused to release me. Actually, I remained on the payroll for an extra 6 months. Ngasikola.
Wow.
I had resigned. No, there is something there also. Why that? When I am doing something, I do it with all my heart.
Beautiful.
Yes.
No wonder me my
Yeah, so that's how I was on the crossroads. What should I do? Why did I do that? Because I had been in private employment, in private institutions, and we really put in so much time, you know, in private schools.
Sure.
And the school was
investments.
performing very well,
Yeah.
and I'd studied from the same school.
Yes.
I really wanted it to excel.
Oh,
So
wow.
I would wake up at 4 and come back home at 10 in the night. So when I got married and got a child, I was like, but is this life going to continue like this? How will I raise these children?
Yeah.
And for me, I had seen my mother hustle without going to school. One time, my mother they had chased my brother from school, and he was home. She said she went and cut firewood. We had a forest.
Yes.
Cut firewood. We had a banana plantation. She first actually got the matoke and put it on the lorry from her cousin and took it to school. And without the head teacher's tender, without being given an order, she went to the head teacher's office and said, "Sir, my son has been home. I know you use matoke here, and I have it. I'm not learned, but I use my hands. And I know you use matoke. Can I supply you?" And my son comes to school. And the head teacher looked at this woman, looked at the boy, and said, "Okay,
Couldn't make sense.
please start supplying." Later, the boy got class. So I thought, if my mother could do that, when she had not gone to school, how about me now? I think I can sell something.
Yes.
So that's how I decided to go into business.
Wow.
Yes.
And here we are 10 years, you know,
Yes.
you have seen a lot of things evolve. What are some of those things that you have seen like change? Because every year gives a different challenge to every business.
Oh, that's so true. When I started,
Yeah.
now I was the manager, the marketeer, the salesperson, the packaging person, everything.
Yeah.
It was really not easy. Like I told you, I would do it with that in the sugar, in the Kavera, then take it there. Now, as years went by, I told you we started 2016, but I was not registered. So 2017, 18, I realized. Now people started asking in supermarkets some documents, which I didn't have. Like, do you have a TIN? I didn't have it. They were like, but you see, you have to register your business. So now I moved and went to URSB and registered.
Wow.
Now I got a TIN, which I didn't know the implication of getting a TIN.
That from the moment you get it,
URA
Is
wants returns to be filed.
yeah.
So a year went by, I didn't file.
Yes.
Another one. Actually, I almost got into trouble.
Oh dear.
And thank God, someone told me. I realized that, and I started filing. Now, along the way, UNBS starts finding the products on the market. What is this product without UNBS?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so there's also this. Now, the regulatory bodies started coming in.
Yes.
That was around 2019, 20 there.
Yes.
So I started realizing, actually, the business is no longer mine. It's a public thing. Yes, it's a public, many people has interests. I'm getting more stakeholders. So I realized now here, I need to start aligning. Records, no financial management. Oh my God. Women in business and finances. Separating money for the business from the money for the tomatoes and onions and yogurt for the children. Yes, so I realized I needed to do that because otherwise you don't realize the profitability of your business.
Very true.
So I came streamlining. Then of course, now you start getting other people to support you.
Yes.
So you need some human resource knowledge.
Yes.
How do you relate with others? How do you delegate to them? How do you, give them what they are supposed to do? So it is really challenging, but it is a worth walking journey. Wow. Yes, because you realize actually the business is no longer yours. What I have not told you is that along the way, after getting that flour from my sister, now I started getting women in the villages, women farmers. They are the ones that grow our inputs. We use things like millet, we use soya, we use pumpkin, we use rice, we use sorghum, a number of them. Our porridge is really nutritious porridge and very organic. So, and we get all our inputs from here. So
you support the farmers?
Yes, yes, especially the women.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I grew up from the village and I saw the hustle of a village woman.
They put in a lot and get less.
Very less, especially when the women are in. Yes, but also some of them, it's our own husbands. Yeah. The women put in so much, they grow the millet, then on the harvesting, when they harvest, everything is taken away. Yeah. So I thought, now for me having grown from there, I know how to get down and talk to them, yes. Even the husbands, and bring them on board, yes. You know, and actually instead of making them look at women as when they get money, they are going to be unruly, instead actually you empower them to know how to relate, yeah. And support their husbands. Yeah. And because of that, I've seen men actually support their wives. Where there was domestic violence before, you see the transition, yeah, because now they can speak the language which both of them understand. Yeah. The man knows that when the woman grows millet and sells 100 kgs of millet, at least she'll be able to buy a book, or the pens for the children. Yeah. So I partner with village women. So far we have 176 women whom we are supporting, wow. And dealing with directly to buy the inputs that we use.
You know, you've been mentioning that, Mima, and Zolanti, the business is now no longer about you, but it's about the people. And I like that, especially Obango running a business. And you find your purpose in there, regardless of the fact that you have a business that is bringing you income. I like the transformation that is transcending beyond the revenue and the sales that are coming in. And I want to understand how you positioned yourself, Kubanga, you knowing that you need to get this maybe teen, you need to go to UNBS. Like, how did you position yourself? Were you part of a network? Were you part of an association?
Actually, no. I first hustled alone.
Oh dear, it must have been tough.
It was tough. Actually, I even had no idea about these associations and women groups. But when I did my E for Impact MBA, which I did from Uganda Matters University, now along the way, of course, it's a business course, so I realized, I learned about the requirements for a business to grow. Yeah. That's how I came to understand about the financials, but I had not done accounting, so I had no idea. Yeah. So I started asking. I thank God that my husband has some knowledge about accounting. Yeah. So he told me, you know, these things you cannot do them by yourself, but what you do simple things. Just get your book, make sure when you buy, you record. When you sell, you record. The income that comes in, simple records. Yeah. Which everyone can do. So you don't need to have a master's. I wouldn't really want to make everyone think that you need to do an MBA, yes. To be able to follow your financials. Then I started, when I started going in the market, I started seeing other products. So I looked out for those people who are doing the same businesses. Yes. It's a bit tough. People don't want to share information.
They want to be selfish. People don't
want to, especially when you're in the same sector. Yeah, but I think that mindset is changing. Yeah, that mindset is changing with some of us coming on the market, because I really understand that what God has planned for me will be for me. So you don't have to stop someone or hide information from someone so that you don't go ahead. That's why you see we have same businesses in Chikubo, but all of them are working. Sure. Yes. So I came to understand that. Then with time, I think it was joining the first organization, which is Uzia. It was around 2021, 22 there. Yes. So when I joined, things became easier. Yeah. You get to know, at least I would really encourage people there in business. Don't go it alone. People have gone through all this before, so you don't have to go through the struggle again. You know, like Jesus has already died for us. Why should you die again? Yeah. So when you work with others, when you go into these spaces, you get exposure, you network, and things become easier.
naye ndi mubuulize wanjeri kubanga ndaba oba ng'obulira omutenjiri ajja gamba kituufu bannange yesu mwetaaga. But you're such an amazing person kubanga ndi kunyumya naawe, but I'm feeling wisdom flow, comfort, warmth, and you know that is an amazing thing. Nenga tukomyewo kumima quality flour. What are some of the challenges you've encountered along the way? Just before we go into the questions, abantu sebasingise.
Yes, the challenge is, first of all, I started, you know, when you start growing, that's when you start really seeing challenges.
Yes.
At first, like I said, when I was starting, when you're starting, you think that a business is yours, it's for making money,
yes.
and you know, you make money, but actually it's not the case.
Wow.
As you move on, like I said, you realize the business is not yours alone. There are other stakeholders.
Yes.
Now for us in the food sector, you realize you have people's lives at stake.
Yes.
So you really need to have a quality product on the market.
Yes.
Now, when the first time UNBS came in, I didn't know where to start. UNBS. But also, you know, you're just starting, you don't have your independent premises.
Yeah.
You're working from a small room. But when I got this information, and that time actually I had started joined Uzia and started getting some friends who are in business.
Yeah.
They told me, no, it's possible. I went in the supermarkets and looked at the products with UNBS, and I told myself, if others are doing it, I think I can also do it.
Yeah.
So I started the journey, I started asking, but it was getting that information. Oh, I really pray. I thank God that these days UNBS is getting out to sensitize people.
Yes.
Some of the things that scare business people is because they don't know what the truth is. I was really scared.
Oh, dear.
But I started the journey. But also it is very expensive to certify these products that you see.
Oh dear.
It is very expensive. The taxes are so many. Certification alone of one of my products costs me 2 million. Just one of them. You know, I have over 8 products.
Yes.
So 2 million, and this is done every year. This is only UNBS. Then there is URA.
Yeah.
Then there are these fees that have to be, the licenses
Yes.
that have to be paid. So it's really costly. It is something that I don't know how it can be done, but we've been trying to talk to the people responsible.
Yes.
If something can be done, at least subsidize the certifications.
Wow.
Yes, and then also URA, another challenge. IFRIS.
Became something else.
It became a big challenge because it requires a monthly filing. That means you need internet,
Yes.
or you need to pay someone.
Yes.
So if the business is still small, now that means you have to pay an accountant who has to file for you every month.
Yes.
It is such a challenge if you're still young,
Yeah.
if the business is really still down. And another challenge is the growth, the good challenge is really now. Yeah, because now the main challenges are, like I said, issues of the certification fees, issues of the filings, and then now growing the market. Yeah, growing the market. Because at a certain level, you realize you really need to grow your turnover,
Yes.
grow your turnover, increase the impact, get more women on board support. Because if my production is increased, that means more women, that means more children accessing nutritious porridge at an affordable price. My heart is an affordable price. Yeah, so that even the child of that woman from whom I buy the grains
Yes.
can be able to have this quality product. Yes, not producing the quality for only the high-end people.
Yes.
It is my prayer and my dream.
Because this is the biggest number of the population, and so you have to make it affordable. I'm just looking at you and wondering, your work with God and the business. Can you just mention something about that?
Oh yes, I really love that. Now, from the beginning, you had me mention, like, I realized that my calling is children.
Yes.
Now, I love children. And So my doing this business, much as it's a business,
Yes.
what is at the my heart? Actually, at some point, there's a time I realized I was not making profit. Expenses were so much. And, you know, a thought came, how about I stop this business? It seems I'm not making any profit. In that week, around 5-6 people called, mothers, telling me, Mima, we are not seeing your product here and my children depend on your porridge. And I felt like a pain in my heart. Said, how about these children? How about these people whose hope has been, you know, risen, and now I start telling them the product is no longer on market. Said, I have to rise up. I have to find what to do. So for me, because I love children, but also understanding that it's my calling, when I'm making this porridge, when we are doing it, actually I always tell my team members, if we say that this is millet, let it be millet. If it's 1 kg, please don't cheat the customer. Let it be a kilogram. Let the person pay for what we say we offer. And it has really been my driving factor. But also the feedback that I get from the customers. I really thank God that it is not just about making money, but it is about supporting a life somewhere to be healthy. I've had stories of mothers who have given their children Mima porridge, and some of them had no appetite, they would not eat, some of them were underweight, and there has been a difference. Transformation. Yeah, and this is to say that our product is not only for children. Yes, even you can have it. Actually, Angel should really test out. Sure, yes. So it is, for me, my journey, I cannot separate God from the business. He is the center. He is the driver. He orders my steps. And it is my prayer that he orders the steps of Mima. By the way, Mima is a brand name. It is. Our company is Glory Revolution Limited. Wow. Yeah, so it is actually our tagline is for God's glory, if you have looked at our product.
I even saw it on your WhatsApp. You had put there, glory manifest.
Yes, it's for God's glory. So with all that, really, it cannot be any other way.
Sure.
It cannot be any other way.
You know, Mima, I'm looking at you, and I want to take the questions back. The questions are here, and they're quite many, but this is the last one. Wali obaddekawo nga bikutuddemu ng'owa business kubanga ng'olaba renti buli kimu kikusika, what did you tell yourself at that point? Because that is what the encouragement someone wants to hear.
Yes, nga things are tight.
Bikutuddemu. You stood on the bed that night at 2 a.m. and like, God, I don't know.
Actually, that moment one time came, like I said, that moment came, and I said, God, I looked all around. I was like, by the way, I'm a teacher. How did I stop teaching? I have all my qualifications, but I also have a postgraduate diploma in human resource.
But she did no come out.
So I thought, how about I go back to the corporate world? But then I was like, but how did I get here? How did I get here? And I realized actually it was not me. Wow. It was not my doing. And I said, God, you who started this work, you're going to bring it to accomplishment. And trust me, the following day, there was a way out. Wow. I walked to, it was about the regulatory bodies. I went to URSB. Now, it was something to do with URA, but now I had gone to URSB. Someone that I didn't know. And I said, I have this concern about filing my returns with URA. I don't know how to go about it. Should I abandon my company? Should I? He said, no, I don't have enough knowledge, but let me give you someone. He gave me a contact. I talked to this gentleman. I know he knows himself because I've always told, but I took over 4 years without meeting him physically.
But you're talking.
But he helped me out. It did not take him 2 months to clear what that issue was.
Yes.
And something that was actually threatening to cost me over 20 million, I ended up paying 300,000.
Are you for
300,000
See
through
God.
someone that I didn't know,
Yes.
that I hadn't met,
Yes.
and I came to meet later.
Yeah. Wow.
So for me, actually, when things get tough, that is a sign.
Wow.
I look back and I'm like, God, but you did it
Yes.
the other time, and I know you can still do it.
Wow.
Yeah, so please, if you're there and things are challenging, you know, you're not the end of it all. You know, I'm not preaching, but we really as believers need to understand.
But you said when you're leaving home, use me as your vessel. Come and cause a
I mean, but what I'm trying to say is that if you're in business, yeah, do your best.
Yes.
Do your best. Excellence.
Yes.
Focus on excellence, not perfection.
True.
And let God do his part.
Yes.
Do your best up to where you can, and you will see God move you. You will see God move you to the next level.
Beautiful.
For me, like I mentioned earlier, how did I get here? I believe it is God.
Hallelujah.
So please, don't be overstressed. Don't be overstressed. Don't try to do things in your own way. There's a time someone was telling me when I was still outsourcing machinery and told me, but how do you manage? How do you make a margin? People, you have to mix some sorghum in millet. I said, I can never do that.
Wow.
And actually, if you go to that place, the production facility where I was outsourcing from, there is a testimony there.
Beautiful.
Because every time they would be going, that lady that was supporting me, when she would be going to mill, they would first ask, are you going to mill Mima's millet? And they would be like, no, wait. We have to first clean the machine. Because sometimes they have passed in millet with sorghum, and they know. There's a time I had to reject over a ton of flour because it was not the standard. I realized there was something that I had not ordered in it. And the lady said, we are not going to pay. I said, it's okay. I would rather go without the money. Of course, it was a big loss because it's a big business. It was a huge stock. But I said, I would rather not than spoiling my name on the market. And by my name, I mean also his name. Because I cannot put for God's glory and then I'm selling millet and it has sorghum. Yes.
Banage, Mima, thank you. Like, we're going to take some questions from YouTube and also some that have come in here. Martha Mujuka says, as a youth, I see many of us looking for jobs. She mentioned supporting women. What is your advice for youth being involved?
Wow.
Just in a minute.
Yeah, thank you so much, Martha. I think this is really very important. The youth should really be involved. Actually, among my staff, 80% of my staff are youth.
Wow.
I really support youth.
Wow.
And it is a good thing because they have the skill, they have the energy, and I would really encourage you to do it when you can.
Yeah.
You know, the word encourages us to enjoy our youth, you know. Enjoy your youth. And by enjoying your youth, it means that you do something productive which will feed that age when you can no longer do what you could do when you were youth. So please, come out, do something, and reach out. Don't struggle alone. We are here. Others who are more expert than me are there. We reach out to them and we shall get support.
Beautiful. And also, I can see she says here, shine, Mima, shine. Okay.
Thank you.
We do have another question here. This one says, I have been looking for this motivation since last night. I am so glad that I am watching and I have received the inspiration that I should. Okay, this one says, thank you for the show. Once again, can the guest share her contacts? You'll do that at the end. And then this one says, I'm loving, where is she found? So those are two, your contacts and where you are found. And then this one says, can we call her to speak to other women? Is she available?
Yeah, sure, I am. Actually, one time there is a lady who does exactly the same business as mine, a young lady.
You're kidding me?
Yes, and she wanted, actually first she's mainly in millet.
Yes.
So there's a time she reached out, she was struggling, she had just started. And I told her, no, I may not have to mention her name. I said, don't struggle, I'll supply you.
Yeah.
Come, I show you where I'm doing my things from.
Yes.
She said, really? From that time she started, and we are friends.
Wow.
We are friends where she gets stuck. Actually, like this season, we are ordering for millet. It's a harvesting season. We are doing it together.
Yes.
So I am so in for sharing knowledge, sharing information, because that's the legacy. That's actually, like I said, for me, it's more of the impact. Yeah, the social impact than the financial impact. Yes, I need the money. I really don't want to say that I'm just doing it as, but you know, it is a greater joy when you meet someone, they're like, I am where I am because you shared this.
Beautiful.
It is more rewarding.
Wow.
Yeah, so I am available, in short.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's another. This one says, this guest seems to have found her purpose in business. How can I find mine?
Wow. Yeah, of course, everything begins from prayer. Yeah. I am sure by the time you're asking this, there is something that you're doing.
Yes,
there is something you're trying to do, and you're not sure whether it's the right thing, whether it's not the right thing.
Yes.
And since we are believers, we know how God speaks to us. And since we know how God speaks to us, of course, through the word, we know that sometimes it's someone comes and speaks to you, but also there is that inner voice that you always feel when you're doing something.
Yes.
I have over time, whenever I'm going to make a decision, especially those decisions that require, you know, they're a bit challenging.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have to listen to my inner self. Like, do I have the peace of mind in this?
Yes.
Yeah. If I'm doing it, the things that are happening. Yeah, the things that are happening. For example, if you're in business, are you over struggling? Are you forcing life in it? Is it that you're always hitting, you know, dead ends, but you're forcing things over? I am sure each one of us, maybe that business lady or businessman can reach out and we share more.
Yeah.
But it is that peace of mind. It is the seeking God. Even God uses people around you, and you can really know that, yes, I have a blessing in this. I can continue.
Beautiful. Yeah. Wow. Emima watujidde ne Katonda we yajiddeko kubanga amaanyi go weegali. And you know, we are wrapping up this show, Mima, and I would like you to share on how message you have for people that are watching us or women in business.
Wow. The message that I would really love to leave is that in business, especially women in business and everyone else in business, the message I would like to leave is that as business people, much as we are, yes, we need to make profit, but can we focus on the impact? Let's look beyond the making of money. What would you like to be remembered about you? What would you like to hear people say about you and your business when all is done? Because the making of money, that's a different thing. But after that, what will people say about you? So let's be genuine. Let's try to do our best. Let's give the best. If you say you're offering this, let it be, if it's milk, let it be milk, not water with milk.
Yes.
You know, let's be genuine in whatever we do, but above all, appreciate that there is life beyond making money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mima banange mu bagesti bonna be tubadde nabo weekend oze ng'oli overloaded. But I like the aspect that it's not about the business, but it's the harmonization of spirituality and also how you are thriving, you know. So just this last one, let me just take one more question here. Okay, this one says, thank you for the show. This one says, I'm watching live, okay. And then this one says, one last one, can she share her contact?
Yes. Sure. So my contact is 0772 45 85 60. You can reach us on WhatsApp, you can call, but I would prefer our WhatsApp.
Okay.
Yes. And the location, we are located in most of the supermarkets in Kampala. The prices, like I said, ours is an affordable product, yet quality. So the prices, it ranges from 6,000 to 8,000. Yes.
That's like a kilo?
Oh, yeah, per kilogram. So the supermarkets in Kampala we have an outlet in Gulu, we have some in Barara, and actually of recent, there is someone who is taking it in Nairobi. So please reach out, you can get Mima wherever you are.
Wow,
yes.
You know, I saw a picture of rice, oats, and soya.
Yes.
And then I realized this is beyond just feeding, but also boosting your immunity.
Sure.
And also your nutrition.
Thank you.
Mima, fetwagala kugamba, thank you. Thank you for brightening our morning, for giving us the inspiration. And you can see people shared messages that they were very much encouraged and moved. And so we want to wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Mima to go global.
Amen.
Nakatogamba tons in Sindika, 10 tons to
Sure.
the UK, to Europe, you know,
Wow.
and also God to take you further and continue to use you for
Amen.
His glory.
Amen.
We wawo era mwe mwenna mukwano gwakatweyungako kusaba kimu. Genda ku YouTube at Promise TV UG and look for this conversation. It's called Women in Business Thriving Smartly with Mima. Ndoza mugamba amanya matufu bamuyitane. She's called Miriam
Akoramazima
Magezi.
Yes.
And well, omukyala ono atubulidde ebintu bingi. Njagala oddeyo that you'll be inspired. If you had a thought of closing up your business, there are thousands reasons for you not to close your business. She spoke about her walk with God. She spoke about the challenges she has encountered and how she is overcoming them, how she has overcome them. And see, here she is right here at Promise TV. Wakisikuelekereza here and now. Mwenda mwadi musinika misinga mugamba twagala okulanga ku TV, Promise TV. It's very okay. Just use the number 0746405060 to send in your message and also get in touch with us. And big shout outs to you, Julie Makanga and Vincent Odipio, for producing this show. Kakwerekereze, we'll be catching up tomorrow. Chirabo Hope says, thank you, CEO Mima Fla, for your insight and wisdom. I do agree, it was very, very insightful. Pulira nache nera videna ye tugenderawo. Bandages, Katulavaganeta, coming up is Prayer Gates. That is 9 to 9:30, then kindergarten 9:30 onwards. Bye-bye.